Hey everyone, thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel. Today's tutorial is going to be on this pink ombre cut crease look that I created. So if you want to know how I did this look, go ahead and just keep watching the video. Okay, so to do this look, you are going to need a couple of different brushes. You're going to need 2 medium blending brushes. You're also going to need a small blending brush. You're going to need a concealer brush, probably smaller the better. And finally, just a small liner brush. So I went ahead and primed my eyelids with a concealer, and then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with a damp beauty blender. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the Sephora Pro Pigment palette, as well as the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions, and finally the Violet Voss Fruit Sorbet Fun Sized palette. I'm going to be taking my medium-sized blending brush and just tapping it into the lightest orange shade of my Sephora palette, and then I'm going to be applying that into the crease. Just go ahead and pack it on until you get the desired shade. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just take that second blending brush. It's clean, it's got no product on it, and I'm basically going to be using this to blend out the harsh edges and kind of give it that nice soft look. And you're just going to go ahead and repeat this process with going back and forth between the brushes until you get the desired shade. So next I'm going to be taking that first brush and tapping it into the darker orange shade of my Sephora palette, and I'm basically going to just apply this in the same area as the first shade. This is basically going to give it that nice ombre effect, and then of course take the clean brush and just kind of blend it out. And again, you're going to want to just kind of repeat this process until you get the nice color that you want. If you don't want it too dark, then I don't recommend doing this step too many times, maybe just once or twice. I do it like 3 or 4 times. Okay, so next I'm going to take that first brush and just tap it into the dark magenta color in my Sephora palette, and I'm going to apply that right on top of the darker orange in my crease. And then of course, you guys know already, just kind of repeat the process until you get the color that you want. So applying the color and then taking your clean brush and just blending it in. Okay, so next I'm going to go into the Violet Voss palette, and I'm just going to grab the darkest pink shadow, and I'm just going to apply that on my crease again, and also kind of dragging it below my crease, kind of right under the magenta that we already added. For this step, you're not going to blend it in with the clean brush. You're just going to kind of use the brush with the shadow on it already and just lightly blend it in until you get the desired shade. Now I'm going to be taking my MAC Select Cover-Up in the shade NC20, and I'm just going to be using this to cut my crease. For this look, it's very important that you don't drag the concealer all the way to the edge of your eye. You want to kind of keep it at the middle of your eye. So I recommend that you first start with just the outline of your desired shape for your crease. And once you have the desired outline, you're going to go ahead and just fill in everything under what you've cut. Now I'm going to be going into the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, using that first brush and dipping it into the darkest matte purple and just applying it on the edge of my eyelid and just kind of blending it in. Repeat the process until you get the desired shade. Okay, I'm going to be going back into the Violet Voss palette and taking that dark matte pink color and just applying that where we ended with the dark purple shadow. This is what's going to give it that nice blend. So go ahead and just kind of repeat this process until it's blended in the way you would like. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the small blending brush and go into the Violet Voss palette and take the lightest matte pink shade. I'm going to be applying this color all over the remainder of my crease that we went ahead and cut. And once you kind of get it to the desired shade, you're going to go ahead and use this same brush to go ahead and blend it into the darker pinks that you added earlier. I'm going to take that first brush again and go back into the darker pink of the Violet Voss palette and just kind of use this to blend out the lighter shade with the darker shades of pink. This process is definitely tedious, but I promise you it's worth your patience. So go ahead and just take your time and blend all those colors in together. Okay, so I'm going to go back into that dark matte purple in the Huda Beauty palette and just apply that to the edge of my eyelid just to kind of darken up that purple. And you're just going to do this until you get the desired shade. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Star Powder Loose Pigment, and I don't really know the name of this shade, I'm so sorry. It's basically a very light pink shade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit in the lid, and I'm going to take my setting spray, and I'm going to go ahead and just spray it a couple of times into the lid to make it a nice liquid pigment. And if you're not able to get your hands on this loose pigment, don't worry about that. For this step, any liquid liner will work as well, like a white or a shimmer liner. Don't worry too much about having to get this specific color. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue to mix this until I feel that it's watery enough for me to apply on my eyelid. Okay, now using that same liner brush that we used to mix the pigment, I'm going to go ahead and apply the wet pigment over the crease that we cut using the concealer. And you're going to want to kind of just drag this to about where we ended with the concealer when we were cutting the crease. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever cream eyeshadow in Aqua Black and basically apply this on my eyelid, but I'm not going to create my wing with this. In order to create my wing, I'm going to be taking the Stila waterproof liquid eyeliner. The reason I do this is because I feel like I just get a sharper wing using liquid liner. I'm also going to be taking the liquid liner and tracing over the liner that we've already applied on the eyelid. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my other eye off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes now. For today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty lashes in Scarlet number 8. I really like these lashes just because I feel like it has a nice flare to them, but any lashes will do for this look. Alright, so now I'm going to apply my foundation. Today I'm going to be using my absolute favorite foundation, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. I am in the shade 210, but before I do that, I am going to prime my face using the Tatcha Water Cream. The reason I use this is because I have combination skin, and I feel like this kind of just gives my skin that nice moisture that I really like under my foundation. I like to apply my foundation by getting some product on my finger and applying it onto my face and then taking a damp beauty blender to blend it out. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. I am in the shade 185. And to contour, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Mocha. Now while I wait for my face to set, I'm just going to be taking a flat brush and I'm going to be going into my Violet Voss palette and just taking that dark matte pink shade and using this to apply under my eye. Now I'm going to add some eyeliner, and today I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. This is in the shade 502 Infinite Sand, but any white or nude eyeliner will do the trick. Okay, to bronze today, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the shade Light/Medium Matte. And then once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and just take a flat brush and just kind of brush off my translucent powder. Next, I'm going to be applying my blush. I am using the Tarte Amazonian Clay in the shade Concept. For highlight today, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlight, and I am using the shade Fire Crystal. For brows, I'm going to be taking my Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am in the shade Medium Brown. To outline my lips, I'm going to be using my NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Pink. And for lips, I'm going to be using my favorite Tarteist lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. I use this shade a whole lot. I actually own like 4 of them just because I really love it. And there you have it, guys. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.